Alright, hey everyone, welcome to another Wildewitch RP Live Play TTRPG session. What is Wildewitch RP, you may ask? That's me, Faye, Game Master and Storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own company. That way we could create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full-time and share them with you. And tonight, we're playing D&D. This session features the Burning Veil storyline. Set in our very own Velinara campaign setting, it is a deeply personal tale of trust, betrayal, magic, and magnificent ambition where the fate of the world hangs in the balance. With us at the table are several of the incredible players who've joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord where you can find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, Game Master and Storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. And now, we get to meet our courageous and daring heroes, as they are in Dimnor, seeking answers, or filling time. And we'll begin with an introduction for Bracken.
Oh, hey everybody, it's me. I'm Thresh, I play Bracken. Bracken's our Kender Monk fighter, who's all about beating stuff up real good and trying to learn how to talk real good, but he's not so good at that second part. He tries his best though. Bracken likes to cook breakfast for everybody. And I'm falling into the Bracken mindset already of I don't know where to take this, so I'm going to let the next person handle their introduction.
All right, heck yeah. Next up for our introductions, what do we learn about Avi?
Oh, hi, I'm Kelsey. I play Avi. She's a half-elf bard sorcerer who cares deeply about her friends, is constantly quietly singing or humming, and is just a teensy-weensy bit spooky.
We love a little spooky.
You know, we sure do.
That's what you see. Next up on our introductions, Cecil. Let's learn about you.
Hey, my name is Brent, and I play Cecil Darkholm, a Forest Gnome Cavalier. He's got a new squire, he's figuring that out. They're in a new city, they're figuring that out, and he's just trying to make sure everybody is okay and gets through this.
Heck yeah. Why wouldn't you be okay?
Maybe it's not just Cecil that might not be okay.
Amazing. And why don't we learn of Osiris?
Howdy, I'm playing Yeehawzara. He's here to be a cowboy. His horse said, nay, we're not doing that, so we're back to normal now. And anywho, he's playing I'm playing a light cleric of a very weird nature, and we're here for a good time, not a long time, and that's it.
Sounds about right. And then let's learn of Xander.
Hello, everybody. My name is Bo. I play Xander. They are a changeling artificer, sorcerer, and a self-proclaimed shadow prodigy, or whatever it is. But right now, they are anxious to find out about their family because they just found out about it and they're screaming internally.
Heck yeah. Let's see if we can make the internal screams external ones. With that, we are set to dive into our session. You arrived to Dimnor in what is known socially as the middle of the day, maybe early afternoon. It is, it wasn't long for you to sort of find an area to ask about the Council of Bards and found out that there will be a meeting in 2 days where not only the Bards Council will be gathered, but the Balabassador will be in attendance. So, with that information, what do you do? How do you spend your time from learning this information to when you will be there for the meeting? Assuming that you all go. It seems to be a quite public affair from how it was being talked about.
I mean, if it's possible, I would want to try and get as much information about them as possible.
The Bard Council?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aside from that, maybe looking into if they have any
If I
dirt.
recall, you also had a standing group date with the Ooze Archivist Riley.
Yes.
If you all
We should
intend to,
we should probably do that first.
if you all intend to, actually meet up with Riley, you could just stand them up.
Oh, no, I would not do that to her.
So, we've got group hangouts. We've got research into the bards. This is just kind of a general outline of what you all would want to intend to do. Whether or not things happen.
I might just want to wander around for a while, taking the city. It's a new place.
We can try and get the lay of the land, catch the vibes, get into a musical battle.
You really want to get into a musical battle?
Well, I've been practicing real hard.
Yeah. You have made some huge improvements.
Thanks, Avi.
But also, I firmly believe that your talent for playing the bongos is quite exemplary.
Well, I don't know about all that, but I'm getting there.
There's always room for improvement.
Exactly. No one's ever perfect.
Cecil is.
What?
Cecil's awesome at bongos. What do you guys talk about?
That's what I just said. But
Cecil has
Listen,
done nothing wrong ever in his entire life.
there's always something new to learn when it comes to music. You know?
yes, no one's ever firmly planted in one place. It's a constant flowing and ebbing path to. I don't really even know how to finish that, but you get what I mean.
Don't worry, Cecil. I think you're great.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
I just lean over to Cecil and I'm just like, I don't think Bracken understands that I was complimenting you. It was just anyway. I don't think it matters anymore.
I picked up what you were throwing down.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I think that's a good pool of intentions to at least start off with. So, why don't we why don't we pick up with the evening after, as you were looking for, after you had found the information for Xander, and in regards to your birth records and the death log, you did find that there was a figure with your shared last name in the recent census that was here in Dimnor.
Is it okay that, I guess, before we go to hang out with there's Riley, right?
Riley, yes.
Cool. I wrote down in my notes correctly. I want to try and visit the address that I took down.
Okay. Do you invite any of the others to join you, or do you head out alone?
I might turn to everybody. Well, I think with the recent information that I've just gathered, anyone is welcome to join. I'm not opposed to having extra people there, especially after the last time I went out by myself.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strength in numbers.
I also just don't know what meeting my parent is going to be like. Would it be okay if, even though we all go together, would you mind hiding, and then I'll give a signal and you guys can come out? I just don't want it to be like a full-on bombardment all at once.
Yeah, what kind of signal do you want to do?
I think I might say, I might talk to my parent a little bit and be like, oh, I'm just gonna, well, I might just be honest with them and tell them that I do have friends here, and then I'll just wave to all of you from the from the house, and wave to the bushes or whatever. It'll be very simple. I don't think it'll be too bad. But if anything goes awry, I think you will know.
So he wants to hide in the bushes until you wave at us.
Yes. And it's quite silly, I know. It's not an intricate plan, but...
Do we have to get in the bushes? Yeah, can we just
Yeah,
loiter
I'm-
nearby?
No, they
I'm
can...
not in the bushes.
Anyone can hide in any fashion they choose.
I'm just gonna
don't want to
stand
overwhelm
because
them.
they don't know who we are.
Yeah.
Yes. And I also just... I haven't really met them, and they haven't seen me since I was a baby. So I think it's respectful that I don't overwhelm them with, "Hi, I'm your child, and here are my friends."
I mean, yeah, we can hang back.
Yeah, take your time. We won't
Thank
embarrass you
you.
or anything.
Maybe.
I'm sorry, I just am really nervous, and I don't know what to expect.
You could take Cadrib.
Oh.
What the?
Catter would be
can
interesting,
use
but
it
hey,
full
you know
time.
what? I'm not offended. I'm not opposed to it.
I have to protect you, Miss Avi.
You're right.
But hey, the more the merrier. Thank you for letting me look this up. I hope meeting my family will be what I expect it to be, but I'm also trying to have exorbitant hopes.
Well, we'll find out soon.
Yep, and exactly. And I will look at the address and I will kind of guess where we're going and I'll just start walking in a direction.
Why don't you give me a either survival or investigation to move through this city.
Oh.
Good thing you've got a group of friends with you to help.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we know where Z's parents live?
You've got an address from the census, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, you got an address from Riley. And then you asked
Who
Riley.
works for the census?
Who works for the archives in general.
Who's part of the census?
Yeah, the census is
Oh my God.
the census is the square to the archives rectangle.
The census plays in.
As you guys are moving about, Avi and Cecil, you guys are quick to gain a sort of understanding of the city. And as you are traveling through, there are plentiful of places that seem to be a bit rowdy. But you end up in a not terribly affluent part of Dim Noir. It's a little rundown, and the complex that you're coming up to may at one point have been a full housing structure, but it seems to have been divided into multiple apartments, small portions of this house to benefit figures, and that seems to be where you currently stand on the street in this area looking at this space.
You alright, Xander?
You know, maybe it's not best that I meet them. Maybe they gave me away for a certain reason.
Honey.
I think we should.
I know exactly what you're feeling. I really do. The uncertainty is... It's hard to get past. But if you don't do it, you're gonna regret it.
I think it's also just most of my life being told that you don't have anybody, you're an orphan, you're a loner, they're dead. No,
Well, what
you
do they
just-
know? They're dead too.
Yes.
Go meet your family.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let's do this then. I straighten up my appearance. I make sure that even though they don't have the nicest appearance, but they try to make themselves look presentable, and I knock on the door.
Moving up to the door, with the same sort of sub-address that matches what you have on the sheet as part of this complex. It's inside. Coming. And a few moments later, footsteps and a door opens, and there is this changeling that stands there. A sort of gray, milky skin, eyes without color, a sort of half-shaved undercut of a hairstyle for their hair, everything else pulled back, as if they were doing something and needed it free of their face. And there's a sort of cool to their expression as they look over you, Xander.
Hi, I'm sorry to interrupt your day. I am looking for someone related to me, and well, hi, I they just stammer. They don't know what to do. For the first time, they are blank and they don't know what to do or what to say.
That sort of cool to their face, you can see, was confusion as it begins to soften. Xander?
Yes.
And the door is out of their hand as they sweep you into a hug, and it's tight.
They immediately, shocked, but then begin to immediately reciprocate. And they just start sobbing.
I thought I was alone. After what happened to our parents, I didn't know what happened to you.
Wait, parents?
As the figure pulls back, and it makes sense that you wouldn't remember me. You were very young when everything happened. I'm your sibling. I'm Tyke.
Oh my god. Hi. Wow. I have a sibling. Holy shit.
We got split up when when we lost Mom in the collapse. And I returned. I couldn't find record of where you went. And I thought the worst. But you're here.
Well, it's definitely been a journey, but I lost hope that anybody in my family was still alive. And oh my god. This is. I'm sorry. I'm usually really good with words. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to begin.
Would you come inside? I was in the middle of work. I can put something on, get tea or something.
Sure. And I ask before we go in, I do have some friends with me, if that is all right.
You would see as Tide's eyes sort of widen, but they nod. Yeah, of course. I might have to scrounge for enough cups, but we can make it fit.
And I wave to everybody.
Yeah, I guess we're going in.
That's the signal.
Yep, it is.
And as you guys get closer, you can see Xander's eyes are they're just glazed over, they're crying, they're just a mess right now.
I'll come in close and put a hand on your shoulder. Told you so. And I'll step inside.
Alright, so, you are able then to enter in, and as you do so, it is a bit of a tight squeeze here. There's not a lot of space. It seems very much fit for one person comfortably, but Ty goes about and starts gathering forth enough cups to kind of make it comfortable for everybody as they are putting on the tea, the water for tea. And, wow, it is unexpected that you all came, I will say. I didn't even know that Xander was still here. And I'm glad that he has friends there. So we're still fluctuating
Yeah.
when you left.
Yeah, it's I finally learned how to control that. It definitely has taken a lot of time to figure that out. I'll there's so much to tell you.
Well, I am most eager to listen.
I start from the beginning. I tell them about the orphanage, Sylvia, Headmaster Abernath, Roderick. I tell them everybody. I tell them everything, everybody I encountered. I think midway through, I'll say, I am sorry if this is a lot all at once. I'm just so glad that there's someone here.
It is a lot at once, but you made it through, and you are here. You've got a great group of friends, it sounds like.
Well, we've done our best with them.
Can I be honest about something?
Of course.
I think I don't know if when my if Talk hugged me that they felt my arm that I have. Because even though I have been more confident in just showing it with this, I didn't know if they would be shocked by that, so I tried to keep it as hidden as possible. When I became an artificer, the specific area that I am in is quite dark, and I lost my arm when I did. I created a new one made out of steel and flesh. It's quite menacing, and I could get into the reason why I did, but for me, I've already shared way too many things that I have done, but I just wanted to show it to you.
You see where Tig reach out and they take hold of your hands, both of them. They look into your eyes. Don't feel like you have to force this. The fact that you are here, everything else doesn't matter. Unless you plan to, I don't know, blow up Dimnor in the middle of the night, but I doubt that's you.
Xander just begins to laugh. Trust me, I wish I had that ability to not. I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. All I meant to say is that I definitely do not have that wish, nor will I ever have that wish. But ever since I've chosen this path, I just can't get out of it. Everything I do constantly leads toward darkness and death. And it's more the people I worked for, it is the fact that I am the way I am, but I should just shut up. I'm just happy to finally have this closure.
But I'm glad that you sought me out as well. Glad to know that you survived. I wish it could have been better for you, and if I could have done anything, it would have been find you sooner.
A chance.
And Xander just, there's tears rolling down their eyes. Why did, why was that given away?
When the collapse happened, all we had was Mom. She was taken, killed. And I was too young to take care of you. And so they split us. I don't know why.
I guess my reason was, or I guess my next question would be, why was I given away to that specific orphanage? I don't know if it was the only one that was nearby, but
I can tell you. Everything was going on, and we were both in the hands of the government at that. And I don't know if you've seen this, but Illinois' government is not quite the best. So, off we were sent until either we were picked up by some other fools, till we grew out, till we ran away, till whatever life threw at us. I am the one that came crawling back to Dimdorn. At least you seem to have full adventure-filled life ahead of you.
yeah. I have to be honest, when I read about Mom's death, there were several things about it that just, it rubs me the wrong way. It really rubs me the wrong way. And I want to see if there's any way I can find the person who did it.
I don't think there is a person who did it, Xander. It was a collapse of a structure. Those things happen sometimes when the whole damn place moves. Sure, the cities are a little bit more stable, but that doesn't stop the fluctuations from happening.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Something keeps telling me something is wrong, but I don't know if that's just because of how long I've been fighting or running or researching, or it's just felt like so long since I could feel this release of a burden.
Sounds like you've been through a lot. And maybe because of everything that you grew up with, you seek out people to blame or revenge, and I get it, but maybe it's just because I'm a little older. Sometimes things just happen, and it's shit.
Yeah. I guess that's one thing that I'm growing to learn is not everything has to be about revenge. Sometimes people can heal without having to kill someone for it. And that's just something that I have really had to unlearn. That night that I killed the headmaster was probably the first night I had ever gotten that, I don't want to say sweet taste in my mouth of what revenge really felt like. But that's the best way I could describe it.
Instant gratification. That's what it is. And it feels good in the moment, but it can lead to addictions.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's better that even though you know it might feel good right away, to walk away from something like that.
If I'm being honest, ever since I have been unlearning it, I feel nothing but regret for what I did. Even though my even though the person who I thought was my friend, even though I thought I had saved us from hell, it turns out I just took away her father. But even she was just as horrible. Even she, honestly, I could put up with the physical stuff. It was really the mental trickery she played on me that I just cannot get out of my head. She made me she made it to where it felt like I couldn't live without her. But I guess now that I've found good people who support me, who've been helping me to heal, I even found love in all of this.
I'm glad. I am. I mean, As your sibling, it hurts hearing the pain that you had to experience, knowing that I couldn't do anything for you. And I'm glad you got people here to help you on your path. I'm glad that you found someone that was good to you, good for you.
I'm also just thankful, I guess, that everything led back to here in the end, and I'm just glad that Xander begins to grow quiet. They are slowly retreating to, I guess, a nonverbal state. They really are just, they're happy, they're content now. But also they are overjoyed by the fact that there was someone who really wanted to bring them back home. But with how everything played out, it just, I guess, didn't work out the way they wanted to. But
As Xander retreats into this nonverbal, Tig goes about, plays the host. They refill people's teas as needed, place out simple but accessible snacks. Apologizes that they will have to do a bit of work, but that reassures that you're all welcome to stay for as long as is comfortable. To have your own conversations, to continue your teas. And you would be able to see that the work that Tig does is similar in a sense to Xander, a trades person. Tig is a bookbinder. Has a small area where they were working earlier before your arrival. It's quiet as they work. But when you are done here, it would be close to an evening time. If you would like to meet back up with Riley.
Yeah, I think it's time to head back.
Yeah, we can't really leave Riley hanging.
Mm-mm.
I mean, you could. Kind of a dick move, but you can do it.
Listen, I can't be 2 for 2 for leaving some poor person hanging. So yeah, let's make sure we meet up there.
I think as I leave, sorry, real quick. I think as I leave, I turn around and I hand Tog a locket. My love also has this locket too. I made multiples of it, but it's basically just a way of pushing it, and it sends a signal to anyone who wears it that I'm thinking about them.
and that, of course, like, you know, like, love you, like that type of thing. Um, it's just, it's just something that I thought you would want to have.
Tig doesn't say anything, but immediately they put it on. There is a smile that's filled with soft but intense emotions. You know where to find me. Not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, I guess once this is all over, or I don't know when anything will be over, but I might try and restart my trade, and I think I might try and see if I can live here, because I guess then that way we will never have to be separated ever again.
The Tig will lean in and bring you in for another hug. Quick, but still tight as that first one. And then as the two of you are parting, Tig says, "You have plenty of time to live. Take all the time that you need. Tonight, tomorrow, weeks, months, maybe even years ahead. I've got this." And they place their hand over the locket.
I don't really want to leave, but I do have other things to attend to, but if I have any time, I'll try to come by at least. I feel like next time I see you, I should find out more about you instead of, oh, boo-hoo, sad story, all me type of thing.
Nothing really important about what I've done. I learned how to bind books. And then came back. It's me. But you've got other things. You've got friends waiting for you. I'll be here.
I just very awkwardly give Talk one last hug, and then I like kind of frolic away. It's more of a run, but I do kind of look back every now and then as I'm walking away.
As you all walk away, as you are able to set out towards your rendezvous with Riley, this is where we have our first ad break. So, hang out with us. We'll be right back to continue along with our story. But before we head out, I do just ask that you let the ads run. They help us out so much here at Wildewitch RP. They help keep our games affordable. You can directly support us through Ko-fi up on the screen, as well as in our chat. These donations unlock awesome perks for the entire community that benefit everyone who play with us for the next month. They include special companions, double treasure, double XP, all sort of fun new quests as well. So, stick tight. We'll see you all very soon. All right. We are back in action here. And as we are returning, why don't we just you make your way through the streets of Dim Noir fine. It's a lot more lively now in the hours that have passed. More places seem to be lit with lanterns and candles. There's merrymaking. There's music that spills out onto the streets, as well as alcohol that spills out onto the streets and people. But you make your way back to the Ugliest Trout, and why don't we get a quick perception check?
Perception check.
Yeah,
Perception.
Bracken doesn't see this.
That's cool.
But the rest of you would be easily able to spot Riley, who has taken up an entire booth by herself and her copies.
I just call out, Riley?
As you do that, all the copies sort of shrink into her as she starts waving. I saved you guys a seat!
Thank you. That was actually kind of funny.
Good job, Riley. That's actually pretty cool.
That was really cool, but also it was kind of silly. But I don't know if that's just because I'm amused by very minute things.
Question for science: if you and all your copies all drank alcohol at the same time, would it do anything for you? I know you were saying that you don't really need to, but it's more like just for hypothetically speaking.
Well, I mean, I think it would affect us all individually until we converted back into a singular mass, and then, well, I'd be in for a great time after that, I guess. Or an exactly disastrous one, depending on the alcohol content to body ratio, and seeing that I don't really know exactly what constitutes is me, and I don't know.
What you're saying is it'd be a fun adventure to find out at some point. Safely.
Maybe. Like I said, I really don't go out very often. I don't really do fun. I usually just do the archives.
Well, friends are all about fun, ain't that right, guys?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Which honestly, with everything that's happened, I'm up for a good time.
Well, sounds good. First round's on me then. And are we gonna be missing anything of the Bard off going on here soon, or performances?
All right,
Cecil,
what is
you
this
need-
about a music battle?
Well, I'm pretty sure Cecil needs a pregame before he brings out the bongos, right?
It's not a requirement.
But would it make it spicier?
Probably not.
Oh man.
I was planning on playing tonight, but
Ooh.
Do it.
I'm not battling anyone.
Oh no, absolutely not. No. Just play whatever your heart leads you to play. And we're gonna drink anyway.
Well, fine.
I would actually like to know what is a bard battle?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I just, figured two people, and instead of using swords, they'd use instruments.
I ain't never been
Or
in
words.
one.
You never seen a bard off?
Or words, yeah.
The epic bard battles of history?
I've seen a beach off
Wow.
before.
Riley, does anything like that ever go on around here or no?
I mean, duels happen aplenty, but never something like with two musicians using their instruments. In fact, we'll be having one, I guess, not tomorrow, but the next day after. There's a bard meeting for the council. They're going to be going over some new legislations, and swords are always drawn there.
Oh, fun.
It really is.
And here I thought bards are more about their sharp wit rather than their sharp swords, but I've been wrong plenty of times before.
Trust me, I keep my sword sharp.
Well,
For good reason.
it's easier to sort of manage the ideas that have been set forward if one can, suitably act upon them with their blades. So everyone in the Bard's Council brings forward their ideas, and champions for the ideas are selected, and there's a battle, and then at the end you see whose stuff goes through. It's really quite a theatrical experience.
Seems like an
Well-
interesting way to govern.
I'm looking forward to it.
That's why the archives are very important, because things are a little different than how they were in Veiled of Mortalis.
Well, let me get a shot and let me start drinking. I'm gonna start playing.
Oh, Sire said that the first round's on him, so.
That's true.
Well, Ozzy better make it a shot.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. There you go. One shot and then one round for everybody. Or do you want everyone get a shot and a round? I can do both.
However you start off the night, Avi, why don't we get the performance roll for your playing, and what does it look like? What instruments are you using? What sort of sound are you going for?
We're banging out on the lute. Let's see. It's not terrible. 30.
Alright.
It starts out, super fun. Crowd pleasers, bar music. But definitely as the night goes on and the drinks flow and thoughts wander to recent events, people that she might be missing. Everything slowly gets slower and a little bit more somber, just slowly as the night goes on.
You do have people sing along in the first portion of the night and in the middle areas as they begin to get sloshed, so to say. The dead here can drink, it seems, a lot more than what they perhaps do in Gloomnor, from what you've seen. But by the time that the songs get slower, it seems most of the people have either found their way to rooms for the evening, or have left the tavern. Not terribly many stay into the late hours of the night, early hours of the morning. What about the rest of you? What do you do as Avi plays?
Bracken will partake in a drink and scan the area for any trouble that might come of the evening. Not expecting any, but keeping his wits about it.
Okay. Give me an insight check then, Bracken.
An insight check.
Yeah. No one seems to be in any sort of area that teeters too closely to troublesome. There are a few moments where there are disagreements over card games, but nothing seems to ever get dangerous. So,
Correct.
Your evening is not so fraught. What about for Ozira Xander, Cecil, what do you do this evening?
Cecil would just kind of, if Xander's still being extra quiet, just keep shooting like a thumbs up, like expectedly over towards Xander, just to make sure they're doing okay.
They'll respond with a nod and like a small smile. I think they are just they're happy, but they also are thinking about a lot of things. Just in terms of like hearing some news and then talking with their sibling, and they're just working through a little bit, but they're trying to kind of put that aside and let it not affect the night. And they are just laying down shot after shot after shot.
Xander's gonna be drunk again, guys.
You're gonna want to slow that down.
I don't know what you mean. I feel
You
as
know what I
though
mean
this
because
is-
you are doing it right in front of me.
I would say that my tolerance has very much increased since the last time this has happened.
Agree to disagree on that one.
They look like they are.
You're making your case great there, Bo.
Ugh. Ugh.
Look, I'm gonna keep it real simple for you. You're the one carrying yourself out of here, so make sure you can do that.
I wasn't expecting anybody to carry me out, but sure.
All right.
And I will take another shot.
Okay. All the while, Riley's just happy to be here.
So Riley. So tell me, you've been at the library for how long now?
Oh, a few centuries. I kind
Okay,
of
cool.
stopped keeping track.
And how'd that kind of come to be? Did you just kind of like have to apply for this, or how'd this all kind of work out?
Well, I was good at keeping track of things in life. I was with a group of adventurers before my untimely demise, and I was the group sort of not quite accountant, but I don't know, the person in charge of all the stock. And I kept inventory of everything, and then I got eaten by an ooze. Somewhat, I was dying. I can't really remember everything. And then I ended up here, and quite literally here in Dimnor. And they needed someone at the archives because it was really kind of a mess. There wasn't really anyone sort of devoted to doing the archive work when I was there. It was just kind of like the Bard Council every so often would send someone there to do something. I don't really know what. And then I just came in and I started tidying everything up, and they gave me the job.
Well, there you go. I mean, well, is the library everything you've ever dreamed of, or I guess now that with all the time in the world, do you have anything you want to go and do?
Oh, the archive keeps me occupied, even though not really a lot of things happen there. But I'm the only one that's I'm the only one that's staffed there, so I'm the one that has to clean everything, make sure that all the correct records are kept and all the unnecessary ones are disposed of, and then just make sure that everything's notated and gather the new census information. It's a lot of work, but it's what I'm good at.
Is it what you like, though?
I mean, what I really liked was adventuring. But
Oh, really?
I can't do that anymore.
Says who?
My
Yeah, why
job,
not?
my job at the archives.
Well, I mean, I think you're probably one of the best positions and really to be able to split yourself off and do multiple things at once. I kind of gather.
It, not quite. I mean, yes, no, it's complicated. I'm complicated.
Hey, tell me about it, sister.
We're all a little complicated in one way or another.
Yeah. Well, if you could go back to adventuring, and let's say the library, you had an intern or someone to pass the torch to, and you've got all the time in the world, would you go back to adventuring?
It's been a whole life, multiple lives since I was adventuring. No one. I kind of settled into my role as the archivist. I can experience other people's adventures or non-adventures through my job. You know?
That's true, but I mean, do you feel happy? Do you feel fulfilled?
No, I died in the middle of a job. I don't think anyone feels happy after that.
That's true. So, I mean, I'm kind of a person of action, so I guess trying to impress upon you, perhaps you should take some action yourself and get that fulfillment that you've been missing.
Oh, no, I'm quite fine where I'm at. If I go off doing who knows what, then, Dimnor's going to fall into the same sort of chaos that the Bards Council lives off of, and we don't need that at the archives.
Well, how about this? Is there something within, a couple hours walk from the city or some dangerous place in the city that needs adventurers? We've got a day to kill tomorrow. Maybe you could call in sick and come with us?
But what if I'm needed?
Well,
Well, what if you miss out on something cool?
they can survive for a day, right? It'll be over before the whole bard thing in 2 days.
Well, maybe, but what if the Bard Council, what if they need me tomorrow and for some last-minute preparations?
Just have your manager step in, say you're sick or you need a personal day.
I'm literally the only one that's staffed at the archive.
Well, that sounds like a problem that they need to experience.
I'm so confused. It's been lovely hanging out with you all, most definitely, but I'm needed at the archives.
Well,
There's got to be something.
Yeah. I will definitely not lessen the necessity of having someone as talented as you at the library, but someone like you does deserve time to themselves to, have your own life as well. I mean, just because you die doesn't mean you can't keep on living, right?
Well, I appreciate your sentiments, but no one's forcing me to spend all that time at the archives. I do it because I don't have anything else to do.
Well, there's got to be some mystery or something that you want to explore for a day.
I mean, there's, of course, certain, fancies that, I can dream up of, but I don't... This is the first time that I've been out of the archive in this long since I can remember. And no one ever stops by unless they need some information that I happen to have, so I really don't know that there's any sort of mysteries going on in Dimnor.
Well, one way to find out if there's a mystery is just take that day off and figure it out.
I've never taken a day off. Never.
Then you're overdue.
I'm sure you've got so much PTO saved up.
I don't know, maybe? I was just glad to have been given the job when I got here.
Yeah, well, you're amazing at the job from what we can tell so far, but I think perhaps you might be able to come back to your job with a new sense of purpose and renewed vigor if you get to go out and stretch your legs for a little bit, learn more about this world that you're not unliving in, ? And then who knows what you'll find out.
And what if I die again? That happened the last time that I went adventuring.
Well, if you come with us, I'm pretty sure we're gonna help take care of you pretty all right, keep you safe, and hopefully make sure you get home on time to go to bed and have a good plenty of things to write about.
So you have magics that can help people that aren't alive.
I think so.
Someone does.
Oh, yeah, someone does. The people that live in Vale de Umbra. You know, Land of the Dead.
Yeah, I'm familiar. Yeah.
I feel like no matter what I'm saying, you guys will just drag me out anyway. So
I don't know. You said you missed adventuring. You know, we're putting it on the table here.
you quite insistently. I also said that I might be needed, and I have no one else to cover me. So if I don't show up, then everything's just gonna be chaotic when I return.
Split one of your oozes in there.
Yeah.
It's not that easy. Like in theory it is, but the further away that I am from myself, the weirder things get.
That sounds like fun.
It's not really.
All right then.
I think we should just stop and honor her decision. I don't think she really wants to go. And that's fine.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, sometimes people want to, I guess, calm down on the adventuring a little bit.
And that's perfectly fine. Well, speaking of calming down, should we keep on drinking or should we slow down at this point?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm feeling amazing.
Yeah.
There's just a very clear blush across Xander's face.
Do you continue buying rounds for Xander, Ozira, or Xander, or whoever? Or, I would say at this point is starting to get to the point where Avi's songs are starting to get a little slower, a little somber. They've not fully gotten into the slowest points of the evening, but
Bracken will be the one to shout out an obligatory play Freebird from the audience.
An unkind gesture from the stage.
And a salute with a drink. As is ritual and tradition.
Whoop whoop.
Oh my god.
Well, guys, I definitely had fun. It's been a good night. I think. Hey, Cecil, did you ever go up there and play yet? I think I might have missed your song.
No, Avi's got it all under control.
That's true. That's true.
for the evening, peters out, and you are able to you were able to retire to the rooms that you had secured earlier this day. And as you are able to finish your nights, is there anything that you do this evening that is out of your normal routines? Any sort of moments you wish to spotlight, or do you head to bed?
Cecil will head to bed.
It's bedtime.
Ivy's noting down in her journal everything that happened during the day, things that she found out or didn't find out.
I immediately try to find Adriana, and I tell her everything.
Yeah. So, everyone can press their long rest button.
Hooray.
And morning comes. You have a day before, it seems, the Bard Council's meeting. You've done some of your intended itinerary. You still have other things that you can do. Do this day, how do you wish to tackle Dimnoa?
Anyone have anything on the to-do list?
Not that I can think of, but now I kind of want to go mystery hunting, honestly.
Perhaps there's a job board that something that could get done in a day.
Perhaps.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Alright.
Could always use more coin. Unless, Avi, there's something else you wanted to take a look at before the big bard gathering tomorrow.
No, I was just kind of gonna wander.
We could do that too.
It sounds like y'all want to do something exciting, and
You could do both.
I want that for you guys to do what you want.
Well, we're here for your answers too.
Don't let me drag you down.
We're here to support you, Avi.
Yeah.
And also, you're not dragging anybody down.
Well, good, because I'm not trying to. Does it seem like I'm trying to?
No, I was okay.
Because I'm fine. Nothing's wrong. I'm good. I'm just getting antsy.
What do you think might distract you more before the bard gathering? Or most? Seeing the sights?
I would like to.
Alright,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Ooh, day trip?
Day trip.
Well, around the city. We're still new here. We could ask the bartender or whoever's working if there's any sights that are worth seeing while we're here.
Yeah.
Cecil will find someone working here at the tavern. Like, hey, what do you need to see if you're visiting Dimnor? Any great works of architecture or wonders of this plane?
I mean, there's a, just on the outskirts of town, getting closer to the, coastal group, there's this whole graveyard that's almost like, walking underwater while you're still on the land. That's kind of cool.
Okay. What else you got?
You got the council ship. You can't quite miss that one. And I mean, you could go to the river close to Gru, though that's kind of dangerous, given how fast it runs.
All right. Cool. Thanks. I'll go back to the group. All right, they got a spooky graveyard that's like underwater. They got a big ship, and then the river, just the
Ooh.
general river vibe.
Well, we've
Just-
been to the ship.
I would be up for going to the river or the graveyard.
Yeah, those could be
Well,
fun.
we can knock both of those out.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
So, where do you wish to head first?
Well, is there one that's closer or kind of on the way to the other one? I guess.
The graveyard was on the outskirts. I'm not really sure where the river is in relation to that. I feel like they may be in opposite directions, but that's okay.
We've got a whole day to spend with lots of memories to be made. So either way works fine for me.
So, ship then graveyard or graveyard then ship?
Then graveyard, then river.
Graveyard then
Yeah.
river. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Talking about Pepper, not Peaches.
Pages.
In stream chat. So, graveyard. We'll make that a investigation or survival check. It's not terribly long for you guys to make your way out. And as you do so, again, dimly lit, but there are plenty of lanterns along the streets. And as you make your way out, you would be able to get to what the tavern keep had called the graveyard, which has very few headstones here, but you can see what looks to be these phantom sunken ships, not quite fully present here. And as you enter in to this space, you can feel almost the pressure of walking in deep water. Your ears begin to become muffled and muddied. You can feel it sort of pressing in against you.
Oh, it's weird.
A very strange feeling. I wonder what causes it.
I would say that as you guys speak, that also is affected when you guys hear it. It's all sort of like you're hearing words underwater, so it's a little muffled. Not quite, as there's not actual water.
Sorry.
Avi's just kind of shaking her head.
Can I see if I can find anything interesting on the headstone?
Yeah, of the few headstones that you do see here, you find one, that, for Scruffs, the best bear that ever was. That's all it says on it.
My boy.
there's another that seems to be sharing the space with one of the phantom ships, almost like it was like the two are tethered together, and you can see that it is this grandiose statue of a headstone featuring a mermaid, and upon it the name of a captain and all the accolades for them, and their death year, birth year, related families.
Oh my. That's very sad.
Is there like a gift shop to this place? Considering it was a recommended tourist attraction?
Give me a perception or investigation check. There's nothing so concrete as like an actual brick and mortar store, but there does seem to be a cart not terribly far from this area that has a hooded figure nearby to it.
Trying to keep things respectful and not just try to blow off, this is a graveyard and that's that. Bracken will go and look at what the gift cart has on offer.
I'll go with Bracken.
So, the figure that's nearby to this, cloaked, is sort of like leaned up against the cart, not really standing, might be sleeping, based on the position that they find themselves in. But the cart itself seems to have, like small tchotchkes, like hand-braided, lanyards and little things like that, key rings, your typical stuff, and one bottle of wine that's for sale.
Oh, single bottle of wine for sale?
A single bottle of wine for sale.
Can we get the lanyards like engraved?
Yeah, they've got like a little metal plate to do that for sure.
Oh my god!
Do they have key rings
Heck
with
yeah.
common names on them, except they're not names that we would recognize?
No, they don't seem to, like, everything that would be personalized seems to just have like a little blank metal plate on it that would be like
for engraving.
Yeah, that it would be like personalized right then and there.
Is the
I got-
wine any good?
Roll me a history check to see if you recognize this name. It's called Moctesa. You heard that it's like a mid-tier wine.
Okay.
Do they got one of those? Do they got one of those machines where you put in 1 copper and 2 silver, and it like imprints the copper coin, and you crank it around?
Oh, I was gonna ask that.
It might. If it is, it might be hidden by the actual card itself.
Can I make an
They got
investigation check?
They got any t-shirts that say like I went to this graveyard and all I got was this stupid t-shirt?
They do not have any t-shirts.
Damn.
Yeah, give me an investigation check, Cecil.
I just rolled off the 20. A 15.
15. There is a crank on the side of the cart that would 100% be similar to the device that you are looking for.
Alright, I'll do it, but I'm gonna need change.
What kind of change you need?
All I have is gold pieces.
Alright, well I got some. I have some copper and some silver.
Okay, here's 1 gold. What do you got?
Don't give me no. Just
What?
take what you need.
I need 1 copper and 2 silver.
I'll just give it to you.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah, all our money is in one clump. It's fine.
It's our money.
Then the cloaked figure from the ground. I'll have to put it in. You're welcome to crank it yourself.
I will crank it.
Wait, now wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why did
And
yes, haha, very funny. But now I have questions of the operations. Why does he have to put them in?
because this is my cart. And as the figure stands up, you can hear the rattle of bones. And you see a skeleton is the sort of owner and operator of this cart.
Bracken.
What? Oh, you expected that?
We're in a graveyard, of course.
So of course the skeleton runs the gift card in the graveyard.
Hey,
That's stereotyping.
Cecil wants his commemorative coin. He's gonna get it.
That's fine. That's all well and good. I find it odd that usually these things are run autonomously, and I find it strange that now we have to trust the skeleton. No offense to you, good sir, to put in the coins and then let Cecil crank it.
But also, that's stereotyping if you think a human or any other person would run it.
No.
Yes,
Maybe
it
it's
is. Be
fiddly.
honest.
Maybe
Could be-
it's fiddly, and he's the only one who can get it to run right. And you gotta put the coins in just so.
Exactly.
You gotta let him put it in.
Yeah.
Stop!
All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Slip it in and let Cecil crank it.
So, as he takes the coins, he actually lifts open parts of the actual casing of the cart to drop the coins into the machine and gives a nod to Cecil. All right, young man, you can now crank it.
The son of a bitch.
We're so mature.
You just tell me that you're cranking it, man. There's no check to pull these levers.
Yeah, you know how to crank it. You've been handling cranking it for years, right?
Cecil cranks.
Bop it, Cecil. Pull it. Twist it.
Twist it. Shout it.
So, yeah, as you're able
absolutely no laughing.
As you're able to, it's a bit of a workout, as you are flattening out coin, here, but, as you finish through, out comes this, flattened, embossed copper piece, that has, let's just roll this here. It has the sort of sunken phantom ship outline as part of the design here.
Great. Totally worth it.
That is really special.
Thanks, I made it myself.
Oh, it's amazing.
Good job
You
cranking
cranked
it.
that so good.
Real proud of you for cranking it in this graveyard,
Tell
man.
the nice. Now tell the nice cartman thank you. Sorry.
Thanks, dude.
Now, is there anything else that you'll be wanting?
I mean,
I kind of want to crank the machine.
you want to crank it? Are we all just?
Looks like so much fun. And
Are we all gonna be cranking it in this graveyard?
Cecil got a present after.
Stop.
I want to try.
Honestly, it looks kind of fun.
All right, I guess everyone's gonna be taking their turns cranking it in the graveyard.
I'm gonna give him my coin.
Well, I mean, will you crank it with me?
I think you're grown up enough to crank it yourself.
Well,
Yeah, I can do it on my own.
I can't figure it out.
You absolutely can. There's no way you can't.
Okay.
Ask Mr. Bones to help you crank it.
Okay, Mr. Bones, can you help me crank it?
I'm sure that I can assist, yes.
Do I need to give you a tip then?
Just the tip.
So, who's cranking it next?
I am. Good grief! I'm giving it the coin.
Alright.
I'm giving it all she's got, Captain.
As the coins go into the cart again, and you are able to make the cranks at the skeletons nod the go ahead.
Nice.
You get your own embossed coin, and this one has a different design in it. Yours has the skyline of Dim Noir against the River Costa group.
Ooh. This is so nice.
Should we see if we can amass the full collection of embossed coins?
Can I? Well, while everyone's cranking it over here, I'm gonna talk to Mr. Bones. And so, what's up with the wine? Why is there only one bottle of it?
I drank the rest.
All right, got me there. Damn it! What a simple answer.
As he gives that answer, he takes the other wine and pops it open.
No, well, all right. I guess it's not for sale anymore.
And just starts drinking it, and it like covers all of his bones.
I'm assuming he opens and it pours into his mouth and it just falls
Yeah.
through his rib cage and he goes gug 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 gug.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. Well, I'm done with this spot. You guys do all your cranking coins and all that stuff, and I'll just be figuring out what I'm gonna be doing while I wait on that.
You can find crystals maybe in the ground if you dig.
Oh, cool. Some NPC dialogue. That's pretty sick. Thanks, man.
We're meant to dig in the graveyard.
You're not meant to do anything, and you can do whatever you want.
Oh no, option.
Are you an authorized seller here? Are you allowed to be here?
Is there a license on the wall saying like Bones McGee or something is certified?
It's just like a cart on wheels. There is no
God
wall.
damn it. We're getting swindled.
What gave you that impression?
Do you even go here?
There,
Hey.
it slowly was. It started out fine, but red flags quickly appeared.
You're in a place where they fight physically over their laws, and you think this is the red flag?
I mean, we're in a graveyard and he's selling knickknacks and doodads. Like that's red flag one, but you know, it was sold as a tourist attraction, so maybe it's okay.
As he's still just gesturing to the skeleton chugging a bottle of wine,
Yeah.
tripping over his spinal cord.
Are you allowed to be here?
I have not been turned away yet.
Fair enough.
Hey, good for you. I don't feel comfortable digging around.
Sure,
for
and don't.
crystals.
You're digging around here for crystals.
I've dug
Yes.
around here for crystals.
I bet
I-
you have.
Didn't ask.
Do we want to go check out the river?
Oh yeah, we can do
I
that.
thought you wanted to dig for crystals.
I don't. I just said I didn't want to.
Oh, I thought you said you did. My bad.
I said
my
I
bad.
don't feel comfortable doing that.
Yeah, that
Oh,
seems a
that
bit
makes-
much.
Right, I guess we can do the river then. I guess.
Yeah, right on down.
Right down by the river.
Maybe we can do some
Down,
fishing.
Down. Mother.
Well, that was fun, guys. Everyone got their coin.
Yeah.
Those things have got to be cursed or something.
But it's my copper piece.
Yeah, that he took and put it in the machine, and it disappeared, and then an embossed coin came out. Who's to say if that is your copper piece?
Can I roll a history check on my copper piece?
Yeah, everyone's just looking at their coins now.
And I cast detect magic on the copper piece. The platinum copper piece.
Yeah, you cast detect magic and doesn't appear to be affected by any sort of magic.
It's fine, Bracken.
See, now that's where he got you. It's the kind of magic that's so strong that it's undetectable. It's
Wait,
got
Bracken,
multiple layers.
Bracken, you believe in magic now?
I don't, but you know, it's something that magic would do.
That's true. You make a good point there. What else would magic do if it were real?
I mean, look, it's real. It's just a bunch of doohickeys and fads, you know?
I don't know if that's a scientific term, but you might be on the right track. Or I guess the right tracking.
Magic is a pseudoscience. Let's really get down to this. And as we're walking over to the river, Bracken will go on his usual magical tirade.
Is it the ritual spell? It takes 10 minutes?
Yes.
Can I stand like 20 feet away from Bracken? Just kind of on the edge of the group. Oh, wait, no, it's got to be in 10 feet. Can I just cast prestidigitation to make Bracken smell bad?
Stop that. You stop that right now.
I mean, I don't think you need a prestidigitation for that.
I
Well,
use
it's just
counterspell on
you
your mean
don't
words.
have magic. It's just
On
a
your mean
pseudoscience.
words.
It's just a pseudoscience, you know. It
On your
means
mean
nothing,
words.
does it?
I'm telling Terry.
Give me a minute and I'll make my words heard.
It's not terribly far from this space to get to a portion of the river Costagru.
PvP's not allowed.
It's only in our free-to-play games.
Oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
So, as you guys are able to make your way to the river itself, it is the answer you're looking for, Rydian, is yes. So, yeah, you guys make it to the river Costagru, and it is just rapidly moving. It is very quick. It seems that from where it sets out in Lumnor, or if it meets up with another body of water, it becomes quite accelerated in the speed.
Yeah, that's a river.
It sure is. Look at how fast it's going.
It's flowing.
It's a fast river.
I want to try and skip a stone.
You know, if these were tourist attractions, they really need to work on their tourism.
Yeah, you got a point there.
To be fair, I don't think
To be
they were
fair.
actually said. I don't think the Tavern Keep actually said that they were tourist attractions. It's like, what are places that people can go see?
That's
Have to
point
see.
taken.
Yeah.
These are things that you must see while you're here.
Oh, guys, this is nice.
Is there any like fishing pole rentals?
Are there any,
No.
are there any gift shops around?
5 friends by a riverbank.
Like gift carts run by skeletons or
Please
anything?
let it be the same guy.
He's just following us.
It's literally the same exact cart, but you see
I'm
him.
out of here. I'm gone.
You see him in the same
This
position
sucks.
where he was sleeping ahead of time.
This sucks.
No. Go ahead, give me a perception check to see if you find anything.
You got it. One
Incredible.
perception check. All right, what kind of fun things can we buy down by the river?
It's not actually close to the river. It's a little bit off, but from where you're at the river, you can see what looks to be a train station.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I love trains.
You guys want to go see this crazy kooky train that's by the river, by the graveyard?
Yeah, I want to stare at the caboose real hard.
You want to
All
hang out
right.
at the train station?
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Who knows? Maybe there's some mummies wraps in
I
there.
like twains.
I know how to say trains in sign language.
Whoa.
So, you guys
Me over here.
You guys are going to the train station, and as you do so, this is where our next ad break comes in. So, hang out. We'll be picking up with our story at the train station. Before we head out, I do just ask that you let the ads run. They help us out a lot here at Wildewitch RP. You can consider helping us out directly through my Ko-fi. Link for that is on our screen, as well as in our chat room. These donations unlock awesome perks for the entire community. Those perks unlock awesome perks. Those donations unlock awesome perks for the entire community. Full list is available on our Discord, so check us out there. But we will see you guys very soon to continue our story. Alright, we're coming back as you guys are making it to this train station. Go ahead. I want you guys to roll for me. We'll make this a perception check as you guys are walking up. So Avi and Ozzy will see this. We get rolls from everybody else.
One moment.
Cecil, it's just a train station. Xander notices this. Bracken, you rolling a perception check?
Yes, I will.
So, everyone except for Cecil would notice this. There is what looks to be scorch marks along most of the side of the train station here. And what looks to be some recent repairs as well as construction portions that are underway.
Oh man, something must have happened here.
But you do see that it is in use, and that the tracks, or at least one of the set of tracks that lead into this, is filled with lava.
Huh. That doesn't look right.
Do you think that's normal?
Well, I would say no, but we did just buy embossed tokens from a skeleton that may or may not should have been there. So,
There's
anything
someone-
goes.
Is there someone working here?
You said the skeleton.
There are a
Any
few
street
people.
attendant?
There are a few people that are working about that you can catch the attention of.
Yeah, I'll find somebody.
Yeah. So let me roll something here.
Yeah.
Cool. So you find another skeleton.
Nice.
This one is not dressed so shabbily as the other one. Like, this is like full like conductor's uniform.
I love it.
For him. Does he have a little hat?
Yes. It's like the sort of pillbox caps, you know?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey there, friend.
Hello.
Now, we're just visiting, and we saw the train station, thought we'd check it out. Now, is it normal for the tracks to be full of lava like that?
Oh, well, that line, yes.
Why?
Oh, see, that line goes all the way to the Zolgard Kingdom, and their trains run on the elemental powers of fire. They have
Well,
these... intriguing engines that are filled with spirits of the fire.
That sounds exciting. Do they come through often?
Not recently. Last time they came through, they exploded the train station.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh, wow.
Yes, but we have stood the test and are getting back in. We should be receiving our first incoming train, not off of Zolgard, within the next week.
That's super exciting. Great work.
I'm excited to get back onto the trains again.
Yeah. Hey, you must know a lot about this city. You've been here a while.
I've been here since before I lost my skin.
Awesome. Well, do you know of any other like kind of touristy kind of things? You know, we've got some time to kill today, and we were just told about a cemetery that feels like you're underwater and the river, and then we found the train station.
Dimnawar, unfortunately, is not terribly much for the tourist attractions, though it could be. There are some areas, such as the underwater graveyard, that could be spruced up some, in my opinion. However, if you're looking for something interesting to do, every so often, as you're traveling through the streets, you might come across someone starting to learn their trade, so to say. Almost everyone in Dimnawar is some sort of artiste.
Oh, so just kind of wandering around, we might see something fun.
You might see a lot of things fun. There are actors that practice their scenes with a friend or family. There are beautiful murals that have been painted over time, and every so often you've got some sort of musician starting up.
Well, thank you so much for your help.
Of course. And if you want any sort of facts about the trains, I am your skeleton. And he gives like a bow.
Train facts. Guys, he's got train facts.
Oh,
Oh.
Give us some fun facts about trains.
yeah.
Tell us, train boy.
How
What-
fast does that train go?
Well, it depends on, are you looking at a standard train for the Vilda Umbran rail lines, or are you looking at the Zolgardian engines? Because the Giants of Zolgard, again, quite innovative with their engines, utilizing the more dangerous elemental core engines, but it does allow for higher speed potential, which means that they can get to areas a lot quicker, but also with such output can carry a lot more upon their journeyings.
Well, yeah, but they also seem prone to explosion.
To be fair, it was not so much the fact of the engines exploding. There were explosives on the carts, and 2 carts collided.
Oh. I hope no one was terribly hurt then.
Oh, most everyone who was hurt was already dead.
Oh, all right. Well, what about the regular trains?
Yes. Well, that is quite very interesting itself. It helps with the congestion of trade routes, of course, as you may know. But not only that, it does have its own language between those who are upon the trains and making its services and careers.
Wow. That is a fun fact. Now, I have a question. How come y'all don't have rails to Gloom Noir? That certainly would have made our journey a little bit easier.
It is quite difficult to have and maintain the railroad here in Vilda Umbra due to its ever-changing, terrains. it is, of course, more stable in cities, which is why we are able to have some scattered about. So, as we are setting out and creating these railways, it is a burgeoning career opportunity. It must be done so with care. We have to create surveys to see how likely it is that areas are going to change. And it seems that the only ones that have, well, maintained without much needs for repairs are those that were built by Zolgard giants. They are truly the ones that are innovative when it comes to the railroads. Perhaps it may have to do with the elemental spirits they employ.
Well, this has been fun. Thank you so much for all of your fun facts.
I am so glad to have amused you.
Is there any way I could buy a hat just like yours?
No purchase necessary, and he'll take the hat off with like the little
What?
string and then just put it on you. There you go, young man.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Someone draw this! Someone draw this! I can hang out here for a few minutes.
I think he's letting you keep it.
But I want. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness.
Which
What
is
would
the
my
strangest. Isn't this part of your uniform, man?
I've got some time before the next train appears. I'll be able to get another one.
They just give these. What? Bracken is lost in the intrinsics and logistics of how many hats this man has just to give them out for free.
I think we should mosey on out of here before somebody gets a little loud.
Choo choo. And I just want to chug on my way out of here now. Let's go.
Let's go wander the streets.
Heck yeah.
All right.
I'm just like saluting everybody I can, kind of tipping my hat and everything. He's like, hey there.
I learned about twins today.
Right. I'm going to conduct myself in an orderly fashion.
So, you guys take to the streets of Dimnor. Go ahead, why don't we make this perception to just kind of wander about and see what you see.
Still lost in my own head.
All right. As you all are moving through, everyone except for Bracken, there are a few murals that you're able to pick up on, and see these, very sort of surrealist, paintings on the sides of buildings. Some have approached, their art in monochromatic, attempts, utilizing different shades. Others have created these almost black light in their vibrant color usage. And as you all are moving through, everyone except for Bracken would be able to hear something. It sounds almost like poetry being recited.
Something's happened.
You follow the sound?
I do.
Okay.
Let's go.
Cecil's chasing Avi.
Yep.
As you move through the streets, following the sound or following your friends, you come to a, it's almost a market space. It's an empty block, though there's not any sort of stalls currently set up here. But what you do see are a collection of a few locals and a small group who are reciting these poems, and they seem to be in these costumes that are very much handmade. And one draws a you can tell even from this distance that it is a prop sword on their companion. It seems that you have found one of those groups of acting troops that practice in the streets.
This is so exciting.
Go ahead, roll for me history checks here.
Oh,
Bracken, Ozira, Cecil, and Xander. You recognize the play that is happening here. Bracken, you actually know this to be a Veil de Ferrin play. It is one that you had seen performed in the upper courts a few times. It's supposed to be, it's written, of course, by Veil de Ferrin, but it's supposed to be set in Veil de Mortalis and speaks of a warrior prince on revenge for his stolen kingdom. And the part that you are entering in is when he believes that his companions have betrayed him on his quest. It's about midway through the play. But Cecil and Xander and Ozira would also know this.
Oh man, I love this part. I start mouthing the words to everything that they're saying, but like very quietly, but also still like gesturing with my hat.
yes. With your little train conductor hat.
Hell yeah.
God.
What if somebody stolen Valor's your hat? You're not a real train conductor.
I can get my degree. I've got time. I can go to the library and say hi to Riley and I can learn. I wonder if they'll send me a certificate in the mail and I can frame it.
There you go.
So, yeah, you guys are able to enjoy their little production here for the public. They don't go through the rest of the play. It's just a few more scenes. It seems that they are, again, just practicing. But they do thank you all with bows at the end.
And I thank them back with bows.
Are there any weird characters in the crowd that are watching us instead of watching the play?
Roll an insight check. The urge here to put the skeleton back.
God.
No one really seems to be paying you any notice that you're able to tell.
Good.
He's the bad evil guy.
Oh my God.
We wander around more.
Sure.
I really don't want to sit still.
Keep it going.
Yeah. As you were able to continue on, you see more of these small bits of artistry throughout the area, but there it seems that what the training conductor said was fairly accurate. This is not a very touristy city. There are definitely places that can be enjoyed, but nothing quite so marketed for visitors.
Hmm.
What about cool things to see that aren't for visitors?
Would you like to go looking for that?
Team?
I'm not really looking for trouble.
Nobody said trouble.
Fine. But if there's any funny business at all, I'm getting out of there.
Okay, fair enough.
So, how do you go about finding these interesting ongoings?
I'm gonna find some sort of character or ne'er-do-well and just lean up against something next to him and just be like, hey, you seem pretty cool. Anything cool happening in town?
Roll a persuasion check.
Anything? Oh, wait, that's perception. Nope, that's there.
You could, as he looks around, making sure. If you're looking for something interesting, there's always the underground.
Sorry?
He says there's always the underground.
Where, I mean, obviously it's underground, but where?
And he rolls his eyes. Yeah, you really are new, aren't you?
Hey, I'm trying to get a feel for the place.
Look, the underground. You just find yourself some sort of sewer and you just slip underground. And when you're down there, you've got all sorts of, there's all sorts of ways to earn your coin, so to say.
Alright. Well, I appreciate you, friend. I'm sure we'll have exciting stories for the next time we see you. If we ever see you. And Bracken will head off to his group. They say, okay, we just gotta dive down in the sewers, and there's a cool thing going on called the Underground. It's all sorts of fun, crazy stuff.
Sewers.
Yeah.
You know, I read about a Dracolich being from the sewers one time.
Yeah, you read about it. It was a fiction book. All right, let's do it.
Yep, let's go.
Literally saw it.
So. Uh, you guys head to the sewers then? To the
To
underground?
the sewers.
I
To the end.
guess.
Alright,
Could be fun.
could be. That's easy enough to find an entrance to the underground. And as you make your way down, you got a small bit of water here, but not terribly much. Not quite like the sewers, you know them. And what else waits for you down here? Well, we'll have to see it in our next session. So, thank you to our players for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed this as well. I'll see you all in our next stream, but until then, head over to wildewitch.com. Check us out there. Join us in our Discord if you want to jump in a game yourself and keep up to date with all of our announcements. And as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.